Have you ever wondered if a simple stainless steel spoon and an old spark plug could turn into a working soldering tool? Today, I'll show you how to build a small soldering setup using parts you can find in your own home. This project is practical and enjoyable, especially if you like fixing things around the house. With careful steps and a few basic tools, you can make a soldering tool that heats up fast and handles small repairs with ease. Let's get started. Now we'll start building the frame for this homemade soldering tool. Take your stainless steel spoon and clamp it so it stays steady while you work. Use your cutting wheel to make 2 clean notches on both sides near the end of the handle. These notches will hold the wire later, so make them deep enough to grip, but not so deep that they weaken the handle. Next, grab your spark plug. Tie one end of a red wire around the metal body of the spark plug and pull it tight so it stays in place. Once the wire is secured, set the spark plug into the hole you drilled in the center of the spoon. Make sure it sits firmly without wobbling. This gives you a solid base for the heating element and keeps the parts lined up the way they need to be. This setup looks simple, but it creates a strong foundation for the rest of the tool. Now we'll prepare the spark plug so it can hold the heating tip. Take a small electrical connector and slide it onto the top end of the spark plug. Press it down until it sits tight. This connector will hold the carbon core later, so make sure it feels secure. After that, take the red wire you tied to the spark plug and attach its loose end to the connector. A firm connection helps the current flow cleanly when you power the tool. Next, pick up an old AA battery. Let me know your location in the comments. What state are you in, and what projects are you working on at home? Remove the metal casing carefully with a pair of pliers until you reach the dark carbon rod inside. That carbon rod is the key to this project because it heats up fast and stays stable. Set the metal parts aside and keep only the carbon rod. For many viewers, this step brings back familiar memories of repairing small electronics, and it's a good example of turning simple household parts into something useful. Now, take the carbon rod you removed from the AA battery and warm it gently with a lighter. Hold it a few inches above the flame so it dries without burning. This helps the rod heat evenly when you power the tool. Once it feels dry, slide the carbon rod into the electrical connector on top of the spark plug. Push it in until it sits straight and firm. This rod will act as your heating tip. Next, prepare 2 alligator clips, one red and one white. Attach the red clip to the notches you cut earlier on the spoon handle. Make sure it grips both notches so the connection stays steady. Wrap a few layers of electrical tape around the joint to keep everything tight and insulated. This step is important because it keeps the current where it needs to be and prevents the wires from shifting. With these parts in place, the tool is starting to take shape and you can already see how each simple step builds toward a working soldering setup that feels familiar and satisfying for anyone who enjoys home projects. Now, we'll power the setup. Take the battery pack from your drill and place it on a steady surface. Clip the red alligator clip to the positive terminal and the white clip to the negative terminal. Make sure both clips bite firmly so the connection doesn't slip. As soon as the clips touch the terminals, the carbon tip starts heating up. To test the tool, press the hot tip against two razor blades. Hold them together gently, and you'll see the metal fuse at the edge. This quick test shows that the tool is getting enough heat for small repairs around your home. Now, try the same test with two utility knife blades. Hold the blades together and touch the heated carbon tip to the seam. You'll see the metal soften and bind in just a moment. This shows the tool has enough heat for thicker steel edges, not just thin razor blades. After that, pick up a stainless steel mesh strainer with a broken handle. Press the tip against the joint where the handle snapped. Hold it steady until the metal bonds again. With all the tests done, you can see that this little setup works just like a basic soldering tool. The spoon holds everything steady. The spark plug anchors the carbon tip, and the drill battery gives you clean power. It's simple, it's practical, and it's something you can build with parts you already have at home. Projects like this are great for anyone who enjoys hands-on work and wants a reliable tool for small metal repairs. You've now seen how a simple spoon and an old spark plug can turn into a working soldering tool. It handles small repairs, heats up fast, and gives you a dependable option when you need a quick fix in your workshop. Projects like this are enjoyable because they bring real results from everyday items. If you like practical DIY ideas, take a moment to like the video and subscribe. Your support helps me bring more useful projects your way. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next.